All right, guys, I'm back. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me now. Hopefully the connection is a little bit better. Let's see here if it is. All right. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. If you can, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, guys. I want to make sure. All right. Fantastic. Well, listen, guys. We had a horrible connection, so I'm back here. So I'm just gonna jump back in right where I left off. Listen, I hope you're feeling well wherever you're at. Always remember, when you feel good, you just flat out do good. The number one thing you should be trying to maintain is that good feeling. That's the number one thing you should be trying to maintain. Okay. Make sure you keep your vibrations high. I don't care what you're going through, where you're at. It's not going to be easy, but you've got to maintain a positive attitude. You've got to keep your vibrations high. When you feel good, you flat out do good. You attract more people. You become more resourceful. You're more kind. You're healthy. You're healthier. It's all about a feeling. Always remember, feeling happens before thought. When you meet someone, they instantly get a feeling about you. And then they begin to formulate the words that actually would explain the feeling. Okay. Always remember, it's all about energy. Just that every time I talk to you guys, that's going to be the first thing I always start with, because you got to understand, some people think just because you go and read a lot of books or you go to a lot of seminars, that's great. But when is the book going to get inside you? When is the seminar going to get inside you? When is the point of what, the sermon was all about when you went to church? When is it going to get inside of you and become you? Just because you read books, go to seminars, doesn't make you a better person. It just means you're more informed. But information doesn't do anything without action. Matter of fact, if you take a look at the word information, that means it goes in, whatever you're listening to, whatever you're reading, okay, whatever you're focused on, it goes in, and then it begins to form, okay? That's the form, N-I-N-F-O-R-M. It begins to form, okay? It begins to form. It begins to form thoughts, and those thoughts become things. Thoughts are things. And then that shun, T-I-O-N, that's the action part, information. So information is no good without action. Okay, so what I want you guys to know, when you feel good, you do good. Just listen, trust what I'm telling you. It's the wisest words ever spoken. It's all about a feeling. That's why you've got to make sure you keep your vibrations high. You got to keep your attitude good. Keep your mind focusing on positive things. Listen to music that takes you to that special place. Read things, do things, act, yoga, kiss your kids, do what you got to do. Whatever you got to do, you got to make sure you're continuously feeling good. It's not easy, but you got to do it. Because if you're not feeling good, I promise you, when you feel good, you do good. And when you don't feel good, guess what? Your confidence is not as high and you don't do as well in anything. Motion creates emotion. The more you move, the better you feel. Okay? All right, let's get back to my message, and I got to go here. All right. Give me a thumbs up if everybody can hear me clearly. Am I coming through okay? Awesome. All right. Here we go, guys. Listen, years ago, look, many of you know my story. I've been in network marketing for 10 years, okay? I started off part-time for about the first 4 years. I was part-time, okay? I was part-time while I still was a mortgage and real estate broker. So I'm 39 years old. That means I got started in network marketing part-time when I was 29, okay? And long story short, I had made millions and millions of dollars at a very early age in the mortgage and real estate business, all because I got involved with the right people. I'm explaining to you how I made millions. I got involved with the right people in mortgage and real estate. I got involved at the right time. Okay, number 2. And number 3, I worked hard. If you want to know the recipe for success, I don't care what business you're talking about. Doesn't matter. Number 1, you must connect with the right person or the right people. Critical. Number 2, got to be involved at the right time. And number 3, you got to work hard. Okay. So I took that same philosophy, and when I came to network marketing, I hooked up with the right person. He was an amazing mentor. Guy was making millions of dollars in this profession, and he was my sponsor. As a result, my very first 45 days in this profession, part-time, I made $55,000 my very first 45 days. Very first year, I went on to make about 150,000. My second year, I got about to 170,000 a year. Still doing it part-time. Obviously, it was not with the company I'm with now. This was 10 years ago. And 2 years into the profession, I hit a plateau. I'll never forget it. I hit a plateau. And I remember my income couldn't get above $170,000 a year, which is about $16,000 or so per month. And I was frustrated. I know some of you may be saying, frustrated? Whoa. Well, you got to remember, guys, I was already, used to making a lot of money, had a big lifestyle, that sort of thing. And I was frustrated. I was very frustrated. And I remember going to my mentor in a coaching counseling session. Hint, hint, clue, clue. I was going to my mentor in a coaching counseling session. Hint, hint, clue, clue. If you're not doing coaching sessions with your mentor, stop. You're probably going the long way. If you're not having coaching sessions with your mentor, stop. Warning, you're going the wrong direction. Okay? And in this coaching session, I said, man, look, how do you make this thing work? How do you really do this thing? How do you have an organization of thousands and thousands of people? And number one, how do you even remember their names? Number two, how do you even remember who's who in the zoo? And how do you remember all of these people? And he told me something I'll never forget. He says, Romacio, he says, yes, I have tens of thousands of people in my organization, but that's not what I focus on at all, because those people will come and go. What I focus on is leaders. He says, I have very few leaders in my organization. And the leaders are the ones that I spend the majority of time with. And I said, well, how do you determine who is a leader in network marketing? Does it just because they were a business owner in their prior company and now they're in your network marketing organization, does that mean they're a leader? No. Just because they were a blue collar worker and now they're in your network marketing organization, does that make them a leader? No. What are some of the qualifications that determine if they're a leader? And this is when he shared with me the 3 most important numbers of your entire network marketing direct sales profession. The first number is the number $500 a month. Write this down, guys, and I got to go in 2 minutes. $500 a month. When you help someone make $500 a month, for the average person, that will completely change everything in their life. That's an extra $6,000 per year. Have you ever thought about what the average person would have to do to make an extra $500 a month? Do you know how many extra hours, if they worked a job, that they would have to work to make an extra $500 a month? Do you know how many extra sales they would have to make if they were in a sales profession, that they would have to make an extra 500? This is a big deal. It's a big deal. So $500 a month is a very significant number in our profession. Now write that down, because we're getting ready to go fast here. I remember looking at my mentor and saying, wait a minute, just because I help someone make $500 a month, they now are a junior leader in my company, in my organization? Just because you help someone make $500? That's it? He says, yes. I said, but I don't understand, sir. I said, tell me more. And he says, watch this. If you help 4 people, somewhere between 4 to 5 people, make $500 a month, you'll make $2,000 a month. Oh. If you help 4 people make $500 a month, you'll make $2,000 a month. I get it. Only 4 to 5 people making $500 a month, and now I make $2,000. Then he proceeded to tell me, all right, well, let me show you how to make $10,000. The second number in your business is $2,000 a month. So the first number is $500 a month. The second most important number is $2,000. And again, to make $2,000, I just told you, all you got to do is help 4 to 5 people make $500, and you make $2,000 extra a month. Now, $2,000 extra a month is an extra $24,000 a year. Now, listen, guys, think about this. Think about this. What would a person have to do? How many extra hours would they have to work to make an extra $2,000 per month? It's a huge deal, guys. It's $24,000 a year. Now, the third most important number in your entire organization is $10,000 per month. To help a person make $10,000 a month, all you have to do is help 5 people make $2,000 a month. Help 5 people make $2,000 per month, and you're now making $10,000 a month. I remember my mentor looking over at me, and he said this to me. I'll never forget it. He says, Romacio, are you good enough to help? Are you good enough to help 5 people make $2,000 a month? I said, absolutely. He said, well, if you can help 5 people make $2,000 a month, you're now making $10,000 a month. I remember him saying to me, are you good enough to help a person make $500 a month? I said, oh, yeah, we can get that done. That's no problem. If you can help somebody make $500 a month, now all you got to do is multiply that by 5, help 5 people make $500 a month, and now you're making $2,000 a month. All you got to do is multiply that by 5, help 5 people make $2,000 a month, and you're making $10,000 a month. And I said, sir, but I'm already making over $10,000 a month. And this was the home run when he said this. He said, but how many people in your organization have you taught to make $2,000 a month? How many people in your organization have you taught to make $500 a month? How many different people in your group are making $500 a month or $2,000 a month? And he said, Romacio, when you learn to multiply that number, $500 a month and or $2,000 a month, that's when you will finally get to the big money in this profession. So here's the point of the story, guys, for all of you that are watching. Are you good enough to help somebody make $500 a month? Absolutely, I know you are. I don't care how crazy your life may be or whatever you have going on. You may be too busy, too many kids, whatever, blah, 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 working a job, whatever. I don't care about all that. I know you can make $500 a month. Absolutely you can. My second question, can you help 4 to 5 people make $500 a month? I know you can do that. Give me a thumbs up if you can. And last but not least, guys, can you help 5 people make $2,000 a month? If you can do that, guys, you'll be earning $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. That's what I call a brand new life, baby. Boom. Here's my point in this post. I want you to know you don't need a lot of people. You only need a few of the right people. A few of the right people. But you have to go through the masses of people to find the few. You have to go through the masses of people to find the few. You have to go through the masses of people to find the few. You only need a few. That's all you need, baby. Just a few. Listen, guys, I've got to go, but I want you to know I love each and every single one of you. Always remember in all that you do, there's nobody in this entire world any greater than you. I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing you July 28th, teamiot.eventbrite.com. Clarity is power. Love y'all.